Okay, we are in the Immersive Home right now. I'm going to give you an overview of the Immersive Home on the MetaQuest 3 and the 3S. Because I have the 3, but it should be exactly the same on the 3S for all intents and purposes. I'm on V81 because that's what that's what the Immersive Home came with. It's called Immersive Home. And you can move around and stuff, but keep in mind you can't move around if you don't have the, controllers, okay? Like, yeah, you can still use non-controller like you normally could. You just won't be able to move around at this time. But let's talk about features of Immersive Home. First of all, you want to press the three lines, or the hamburger as people call it, to pull up the Immersive Home, okay? And then you press the meta button on the right controller to pull up your regular menu here, okay? Oh, and let me show you something right away. Oh, and you may notice that my audio might sound a little bit different because I'm using a wireless mic. In fact, a Rode wireless mic that I will actually put a card somewhere to that video if you want to check it out. Well, the reason I am using the wireless mic because I figured that I would be possibly, moving about more. Okay. So let's go to the library. And the library is not where we want to go. Yes, it is. We want to go to settings. Okay, because there's a whole other setting called world movement. Okay, and that applied literally to the Immersive Home. Okay, and now we can go ahead, close this. And what I have it, I have comfort assistance off. But by default, it will be on low, which is why you get this when you're moving. You get like this circle thing to make it narrower. So it kind of helps you deal with the motion sickness or whatnot if you're not used to VR. If you're really not used to VR, you can set it to high. This is what high looks like. And then as you get more used to, you can set to medium. And then and then low is what it's on by default, as I mentioned. And then I am going to turn it off because I've been playing VR for a while now. So basically, in case you're wondering, it's moving wherever I look. Okay. Like I physically look and that's the direction I'm going forward. But alternatively, you can use the right thumbstick and just snap to the place, okay? You don't have to keep turning your head or anything like that. Oh, look, it's me. There's the customize, just regular customize options that you can customize yourself, which I might customize myself at some point in time, but not right now. I'm actually very bad with character creators. I spend way too long on them. So there's that. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I should show you guys. We will go into Immersive Home. This lets you add an Instagram window there. It's literally just an Instagram window. It had like a 3D effect by default, which I think is pretty cool, but you can turn off the 3D effect if you really want to. I think it's cool that it can do that for the 3D effect and whatnot. I really do think that's cool, but I kind of don't want Instagram there, so I'm going to remove it. Right now, as of recording this, there is only Instagram, but I'm hoping they add more apps in the future, or better yet, let you choose your app. Like, I would like a scenario where maybe I can put my favorite game there. Like, maybe a shortcut to my favorite game, or maybe I can get news of my favorite game or whatnot. Yeah, or, maybe even I can move the Horizon portal over there for some reason, say I want to. Or say I want to stick this, not this is an actual window. But say I want to stick this window here, over there. I feel like I should be able to, right? Because it's actually not stuck over there. I know it looks like it is kind of, but yeah, it's not. Okay, so we'll just put that back there because that's just how it is. But yeah, and speaking of YouTube, since it is right here, I would like to mention that I would love if we could like put a TV here or something and watch a YouTube on the TV. Maybe get like our own couch and put here. I don't know. I just think I have some ideas that could benefit the immersive home. Now, I do like the fact that you can do it here, and by default, that 4 scenes, that no more scenes other than these 4. Although these other 3 ones aren't downloaded, they show up here, but you'll have to click download to get them to your headset. I'll show you them all real quick. This one, like I said, you literally would just click on where it says switch scenery. For me, it would just show a download error for you to download. And then this scenery. And yes, but this is the default one that you can't get rid of, Horizon Central. Now, I did say download, install, what have you. Okay, so as you may have guessed, it does use up some storage on your Meta Quest 3. So, what you want to do in order to do that, in order to see how much storage it's taking up, or uninstall them if you want, go to General, go to Storage, and then click here and go to Scenery. Okay, and then there's your scenery. As you can see, it's taking up very little storage, but it's taking up storage. So yeah, it's taking up what, roughly around 600 megabytes for all 3 of those, but you click here and it just uninstalls them. And anytime you want to install them again, just go here. Now, I'm hoping that we get more sceneries in the future. I'm not sure how likely that is anytime soon, but I hope we get more. And can I just say, the butterfly is very distracting because I just see something coming at me and I'm like, wait, what? But yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's actually about it with the immersive homes. Now, I do have some nitpicks, I guess, which I will go over with you. And I'd love to know what you guys think about the immersive home, because I know I read my comments and I know at the beginning, none of you guys, well, most of you guys that commented seemed like you guys didn't care for immersive home, wanted the original back, which I'll be honest, I would like an option to go back and forth, but I think Immersive Home is here to stay. They seem to have put a lot of work into it, and I suppose we'll get used to it. And it is growing on me, believe it or not. Now for my nitpick. I don't like the fact that I can't just press a thing and go to that seat. Like I literally have to get up if I want to sit down there and get up if I want to sit down there. And it's the same with these up here. Like I literally have to get up if I want to sit here, and then re-get up if I want to sit here, and then re-get up and whatnot. That's just like a nitpick. For me personally, it's not really anything per se that's bad. And I might be able to put like a picture up here. That would be cool, right? To put a picture. I mean, of course, maybe like curated pictures that you get from like Meta or something. Because I know just putting any picture up could backfire in a lot of ways. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on the immersive home. I it's growing on me slowly, but there's still stuff that I would like to change. And in here, I would like to be able to have the illusion of storing stuff in here. That would be pretty cool. Like open the drawers and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool, but that might be a little bit beyond. I don't know. I don't know. And I want to change this carpet here. Yeah, maybe change the color. If there's already an option to do the furniture thing, definitely let me know. But yeah, that's about all. Maybe some of what I talked about will be in the future. I don't know. I do like the fact that it lets you snap over instead of, I mean, don't get me wrong, looking and moving around is cool, but sometimes I don't want to look around. I don't want to look. I just want to snap and stay in my seat and whatnot. I don't want to get up and do that. So yeah, I like that. That's an option. Also, it's good for people that, you know, can't always get up to move around a lot as well. So I really like that option. That's good. That is good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.